Hey guys, Jamie with Southeastern Soul Tribe here. I'm going to do an air signs reading for October. Today's October the 3rd, 2023. Of course, I'm saying there for October, my readings can be timeless. Air signs are Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I'm going to do a blanket reading for all air signs, and then I'm going to break it down per sign. Jamie with Southeastern Soul Tribe. Been reading for several years, 20 in the closet. However, I went through a spiritual awakening a few years ago. Another one, I'll say. You go through more than one. But after my father passed away, I felt more comfortable with coming out of the closet with my reading. And as I've become more awakened, I've gotten better about it. I do give private readings. I'm going to try to edit my channel and do a little better with getting that out here. I'm going to commit to full element readings, air signs, fire, water, and earth. And then I'll include individuals in there. And maybe eventually I'll add extendeds in there for you to be able to purchase those if you'd like more information. And I will try to do shorts more often, but I'll do these once a month. So this one's for October. Yesterday was my birthday. I'm a Libra sun. I'm a Gemini moon. So I understand air signs. And I'm a Virgo Venus and a Virgo rising. I do have water in my 7th house. That's Pisces. If you go to my Facebook page, Southeastern Soul Tribe, and join my group, I do some classes on there. I've not been charging for the classes, but there's some that'll be on there for the next just under 30 more days that talks about your birth chart and things like that. I encourage you to go follow my page. I also have a Facebook page. It's Jamie, Jamie Setzer, Setser on Facebook. It is a public profile. You can follow me on there. Get a little bit more of my story if you're interested on spiritual awakening and my personal story. I don't mind to share it. Anyway, for the air signs, angels, ancestors, guides, and spirits, please let us know for the air sign collective today where this reading's going and any messages that there are for our air signs. So at the base of the door to the spirits there, perhaps some of you are experiencing an element of spiritual awakening of your own. Looks like recent past you were trying to manifest something here with the Magician in the Mirror. The Magician in the Mirror in this Oracle deck is kind of the same as the Magician in the Tarot. I'll elaborate with Tarot on those. We've got the Sun here. That's a Leo card in the Tarot. The Sun means that you're looking for your happiness and you're trying to manifest that in some way, and that you're hoping for great abundance, and that is in the near future. And the base of this is the door to spirit. There's a lot of happiness to be had when you're trying to manifest from a happy space and from a place of emotion. So we'll base our reading off of that and ask Spirit, where is this going for our air signs? Spirit, where would this be going for our air signs for the month of October? Happy birthday, by the way. For those air signs out there, we share a birthday. I turned 46 yesterday. I'm located in Southwest Florida. Love to know where all of you guys are located. Alright, Spirit, for our air signs, where's this headed? Where is this message headed, Spirit, for their highest good and their spiritual growth? It says, navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. keep in mind that, you know, astrology plays a big part. The moon, sun, and stars. Navigating by the stars and to follow your bliss, your happiness, which is the sun, which is coming out in here. That is a good place to start. So that tells me you air signs are starting to look within. Those of you who are on the path, star seeds, you know that your intuition is your emotion. And so that's a good place to start. It says you can overcome anything with overcoming obstacles. You can do that and take your first step and begin now. So it looks like Spirit is definitely encouraging a growth pattern for all of us air signs, and for us to base those things on where your heart's at and how you're feeling. We have a job to do. We all have a spiritual path. I encourage you to look at your birth chart, know your placements. You can go to my Facebook group and watch one of my classes on that. It's free to you. I ask that you do like, share, and subscribe my videos, and help me grow my Facebook channel. That's free too. So let's get with this reading. Spirit, where's this going with the Magician in the Mirror in the recent past for our air signs? What was happening for our air signs? Ten of Wands. So it'll make you manifest new stuff when you've got the Ten of Wands coming out, for the reason to clarify that. Ten of Wands, when you get the Ten of Wands, that means that you have learned some lessons. See how that guy's carrying them on his back. You don't have to carry them anymore. Once you've learned them, you can take them, you turn your pain into wisdom. And realize, sometimes that pain you go through helps you realize your happiness. To realize where happiness lies. That is an inside job. So looking toward your own happiness with the sun here tells me that that's definitely a good way to go. Signs I see right now on the board, as I see them, are Leo and Pisces. I'm seeing Leo and Pisces here. Spirit, show me in the current energy for the sun, that Leo energy that's sitting here right now, in the current status, the Tower. A lot of people are afraid of the Tower. When you start going toward your happiness, many times, in order to find your happiness, you realize that things have to come down. They have to crumble. So that means that if something crumbles in your world, if a tower came down for you, that just means that, guess what? It wasn't built on a good foundation. You ever heard that song that you sang in church? If any of you were raised in a Southern Christian church, you'll know that song that says, "The wise man built his house upon the rocks, house upon the rocks, house upon the rocks. The wise man built his house upon the rocks. The wall," and it didn't come tumbling down. Well, if he built it on sand, the walls came tumbling down. Well, that's the point. The tower, it has to be built on a solid foundation. So don't be afraid of the tower when it comes out. It must come down. Towers are actually a good thing. Communication is key. Maybe there's people that you need to communicate your real truth to. I believe that the Eight of Wands is here to tell you in this moment that you're looking at your happiness. It's time to bring down the tower by communicating. It might hurt some people, but self-love, that's the beginning of self-love. Self-love ain't just going to get your nails did. It's going after whatever your happiness might be. That might be job for you. It might be love. I don't know. It depends on what your North Node is too, to know what your spiritual path is. All right, so Spirit, for the collective right now for our air signs, show us the cornucopia card going forward in the near future. Excuse me, just a moment. I dropped my card. Wow, that's some heavy stuff. Right there, you got the Wheel of Fortune. So what happens when the tower comes down in the near future? The wheel must turn and the cycle ends. The cycle of the world came in before the wheel, so that tells me you're ending a cycle. Now, many people think that when you end a cycle, that you end an entire era of connections with certain people. That may be true in some cases, but sometimes you just end a cycle of a way of being. I know that I've recently experienced ending a cycle of doing relationships in a certain way, expecting a certain outcome and repeatedly having the same behaviors in relationships, when a shift of that energy within that relationship was necessary in order for me to bring down a tower. And when you start walking in your path of what your heart wants and your happiness, it's going to piss some people off, especially people who aren't on the journey, people who haven't chose to wake up and be enlightened. There's some reason why you're enlightened to even called to this reading. So that's something to think about when it comes to that. With Door to Spirit being at the base, what brought this on? Lack of support, needing support, maybe finding support in your community. Anything else on that base of the reading? Two of Cups, coming together in a union with someone, or in a new job, working together with someone. Here's another two, a Two of Swords. In this Two of Swords, the moon's here. She's blind. This also puts me in mind of the upcoming eclipse on October the 8th. We're going to have a solar eclipse. It isn't visible all over the place, but a solar eclipse is still going to bring about change in October the 8th. Also, Venus is going direct. That means that the House of Love, which makes sense why the Two of Cups would be here, that makes sense why you're giving yourself love. And the Two of Swords being here as foundationally, like, you have two things to choose from. We've got two twos here. You know, when I look at these cards, you're missing one more two to have three twos. So, that's something to think about. Five of Swords, maybe there's some conflict. That's going to happen anytime that you're facing a situation with the Tower coming in. You know, conflict is going to be there. People are going to rise up and want to tell you there's something that you can't do. But the choice has always been ours. You get to make a choice on what you do in this world. You really do. And the Nine of Swords is something's keeping you up at night. That keeping you up at night is trying to give you a hint. That's Spirit trying to talk to you and get you to wake up and look at the things in your past and see if there's lessons that you need to learn from it. For sure. All right, I'm going to grab another deck and I'm going to start pulling to see what's going on. I'm going to start with Libra. For Libra Spirit, building upon this base reading, Spirit, show us what Libra needs to see. What's happening with Libra? So Ace of Pentacles, an offer, wanting to make an offer possibly. Ace of Pentacles is a new start. The Ace comes after the 10, which we had the 10 of Wands here. Think about a deck of cards. Where do you start over after the 10, right? Well, there's your Ace. Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles means abundance. Whatever abundance to you. What's important to you? Is it money? Is it love? Is it foundational? People always want to show the Pentacles as money. It's just simple abundance. So it looks to me with the three cards that are out here, you felt maybe a little bit trapped. This is the Eight of Swords. Perfectly Imperfect Green Eyes calls this toilet paper torture. Because in the original depiction, it looks like the girl's got toilet paper around her eyes. You can rip it off. I mean, you got swords all around you and they're just mishmashed in there. There's a way to get out of it, but you're blind to it. And usually this is monkey mind. Monkey mind will mess with your head like that. And then there's the Queen of Cups here. So being in a receiving mode from a place of love, That's your advice from Spirit, Libra. It's time for you to embrace a feminine energy. Feminine energy is being in a receiving mode. Maybe not going so far as to push forward. But you can decide to take a direction. With the Eight of Swords, just take that blindfold off. There's an offer to be had out there for you, but you have to be open to receive it. So energetically, take the lessons that you've learned, turn them into power. Do something from your heart space to feed that energy. Give yourself love. Give yourself love. If you're going to be a king and be in masculine energy, give it back to yourself and make sure this cup is full so that when something does come in, it'll be overflowing. And that way you can actually reciprocate it back. All right, Spirit. After Libra, let's go to Scorpio. What messages do you have for Scorpio within this reading? For Scorpio, I'm sorry. Yes, no, Libra, Gemini. I'm doing air signs. All right, for Gemini. Spirit for Gemini. All right, Gemini, you got 4 cards here. Looks like you're trying to have strength for something. Strength is the Leo card. Strength. It's holding on, you know. That's a 7 card. Taking, you know, bouncing off the Libra reading, you know, maybe there was an offer there. Maybe you felt in the Eight of Swords. You wanted to be in love receiving mode, but it's taking you strength because you're facing a transformation. It's transformational energy with the Scorpio energy there. Leo and Scorpio, that's fire and water. Fire and water together, water can put out fire. Your emotions can pull you backwards and keep you from going forward and taking action that might be a little too hasty. So strength needs to be there. Even though it is a fire sign, it takes a lot of strength in Leo energy because you've got to tame the lion within. You know, in the original card, she is taming the lion. She's holding the mouth open. The Two of Swords is here, which is what was here in the collective reading. You're torn. 2 directions to go. Which will they be? 222. Check out that angel number because that's here. Because there is a lover's connection. Lover's connection is important. That's Gemini. You're in your own reading. You're coming out in your own spot there. There's a lover's connection there, which means it's a soul tie spirit. And it's taking strength for you to go through the transformation of letting the tower come down and the wheel to turn. Realizing that from a heart space and a receiving feminine energy space, that you can be open to receive love without overgiving with that Leo strength that's in there. Knowing that you can tame that line that's within because maybe forever you've always gone in that direction. Geminis don't have that going depending on what your north and south node is. But Libras have a problem with that energy a lot of times because their opposite sign is Aries. But they tend to fluctuate back and forth. Right now, Aries is in our north node. The whole world is meant to have that fire energy. But they're supposed to be doing something for themselves, but good for the collective as well. That's definitely Libra's call. Gemini's having a hard time hanging on to that, according to this reading. But Spirit's saying, keep on, hold on just a little bit longer. You're going through a transformation. Be patient with yourself. There is a plan, a divine plan with a union coming up. You got the 222 right here. Oh, 2222. Actually, you got 2 of Swords. You got the 2 of Cups. 2 of Swords twice here. And there's 2 people in that Lover's card. That says something. 6. The number 6 with the Lover's card breaks down to a 2. Your heart's been broke about something. It's the reason why that card came out before I went toward Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Aquarius. What's the message for Aquarius here? Spirit. 10 of Cups. You see happiness in the future. Look toward your happiness. You know the Five of Wands is going to be on the back side of that there will be conflict, Aquarius. But you can see it already because Aquariuses already have a vision for those things. You can already see the happiness that's coming into you. Your job is a little bit opposite. It's to balance that masculine energy. Be a little more forthcoming. Maybe express love. It might bring some conflict to you. But it might also speak to someone who is in a receiving love situation. Libras are in that space right now. Aquarius is meant to be showing love and giving out love because maybe they've held it in. Maybe that's what's causing conflict inside of you because you can see where your happiness is, but you're not expressing it. So, the universe is asking you to do that. Any advice for the collective going forward? Any advice for the collective here of the air signs? And who are they dealing with? All right, let's see what it says. The Six of Pentacles is here. Equal reciprocity. An equal give and take. That's another card of balance. Twos are a card of balance. Knowing that you have to balance the masculine, feminine energy. The King of Cups and Queen of Cups are all on the table along with the Lovers. That tells me there's a divine plan for air signs as a whole. Have an assignment. Definitely Aquarius and Libra are big players right now in the air sign readings. Gemini is a midway. Libras are cardinal signs. Geminis are the twins for a reason. But there is a culmination here with the Aquarius and the Libras. The equal give and take is an important part of that balance. Knight of Swords. That's, don't hold back. Go forward, but tell the truth. Make it honest. Make sure you give love when it's needed to be given love. Make sure there's equal give and take in order to create balance within relationships, because that's the only thing that you can do. Once you've made your communication and you put that forward and you've balanced that energy, balance with this swords are air energy. But make sure that you use that sword to tell the truth above all things with the Knight of Swords there. And who have you been dealing with? Somebody that's going slow, the Knight of Pentacles. Slow for your money or abundance to come in, and things moving slow, and you've been facing somebody who's putting up a lot of opposition with the Five of Swords here. Know that anytime that you're doing something right, the devil's going to be on your back. That means I didn't have any Capricorn cards pull out, but I can guarantee you the opposition that you're facing with the Five of Wands and Five of Swords here is definitely something that you are going to face. But Spirit's got your back here. It's telling you in the outcome that the wheel will turn. You can't stop the wheel from turning. I mean, you can make it turn in the opposite direction and cause yourself some karma, or you can let it be moving the wheel of fortune to be in your favor by following what's needed to be done by Spirit. Angels, ancestors, and guides and spirits. One more final word of advice for our air signs for the month of October. For the month of October. Angels of healing are with you. A time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while I enhance your strength. That's a 2 card. You notice there is there's a pattern here of 2s, multiples of 2s. Okay, so I need you guys to look up angel numbers with 2s all the way across. 222, 2222. Combinations of 222, 1111. That's something important because the next card is the 22 card. It's open your heart. No one's perfect. So stop judging yourself and others and let love heal the situation. What was at the base of this reading? I said it's coming from a place of love, coming from a place of something that you love, your son, your happiness, because happiness comes from where? Love. 222 is here. Look up that angel number. I can't even make this up, guys. I really can't. When you do that, Spirit says your vibration will rise with the 43 here. It's a time of great spiritual growth for you. You're evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. So that's the spiritual message that's here. I will build on this. I'll soon be able to offer extendeds. For those of you who want to purchase extendeds, I got to figure out how to do that on here. If you'd like a personal reading, please send me an email. I have an email listed on here. I'm going to try to change it. It is Southeastern Soul Tribe at gmail.com. You can send it there. I just got to get into it. And I'd be glad to do a reading for you. Right now, I'm charging $30 for a 30-minute reading. And I may be starting to open up memberships for those of you who want all the extendeds and things like that. I'm going to be working on that. But right now, we're just going to do the $30 30-minute readings. And we'll see how that goes for a little while. They're going to have to be live FaceTime or something like that right now. It looks rusty, I know, but I'm not a big YouTuber yet. I'm building from this. So please be patient with me. Like, share, and subscribe all you can. That's free. And if you support where I'm going with this, I'd really appreciate all the help I can get on here. All right, and that's for the air signs. Thank you for being here. And the next thing I'll be loading for the month will be the earth signs. I'll do earth signs next. Thank you. Y'all have a good one.